Welcome to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D podcast. So forget about looking for group, we're looking for love. Join Thane, Hephaestus, Fia and Nate as they put their hearts on the line in a quest to find their special someone in a world full of peril, monsters and heartbreakers. Last time in Romancing the Dungeon.
So basically I was carrying this greasy old peanut into the forest and we beat up a pig and this guy that was with me set it on fire for some reason. I don't know why. And then we found this old cave and there was a bunch of dudes in robes and stuff and they were kind of weird, but I just pretended that their hot mom was there. They were cool with that and then we beat those guys up. And then their hot mom showed up, and then I did what any man would do and use his masculine charms to seduce her and her little peanut. And yeah, and then we kind of dealt with that, and then I woke up and I had a tramp stamp, so your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was American. That's
Only miserable, horny. Well, you've taken the first step to solving your problems. At least your dating ones. Welcome to D8. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Roz Greypurse, founder, CEO and love wizard, and slimmer of the week. To get started, please fill out the attached questionnaire. Question 3. What is your idea of a perfect first date?
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Thane's Tidbits, where I, Thane, will tell you what my ideal first date is. Now, I haven't had a lot of first dates. I think I had 2. One of them I got stabbed about 10 minutes in, and I didn't even get my coffee. So ideally, a nice coffee evening where I don't get stabbed or get blood on my coffee. And after that, well, hopefully a second date.
For me, a first date generally starts with a nice glass of Rioja, maybe a Malbec. Then I will prepare a 3-course meal. And then once I have made my way through the meal, I will generally prepare my body in various ways, certain essential oils. Then I'll get dressed and I'll go and meet the girl. So that's my perfect first date.
I want to punch your character,
I want to go out with your character.
Never mind that.
Alright, you go out with him and then I'll punch him. I feel like I need a bath.
In essential oil.
No.
I'm a simple girl. Just a nice dinner and then a walk into the woods where we create a large bonfire, strip naked and dance beneath the moonlight before resurrecting an old god or some other sort of just fun nonsense.
My first date, obviously, first, he would tell me what kind of dress to wear for the night, which shows that he's put, obviously, thought into the date and the setting and everything like that. And then second, before he arrives in the evening to escort me there, he would have sent a flower ahead for my hair. He would also then arrive and lead me arm in arm to the horse and carriage that he has required for the evening. Elegant, but obviously not too garish either, because you don't want to stand out like one of those odd little sore thumbs either in the way. He would open every door. He would let me walk in first. He would pull out my chair. He'd escort me then to this lovely candle-laden table where there'd be a harpist playing in the corner, sweet melodic little tunes. Conversation then would just be flowing non-stop all evening between us. The staff get kind of annoyed with us, obviously, but we wouldn't care. And then he would see me home to my door and kiss me on the cheek goodnight, and that would be it. That would be my ideal first date.
And you're single?
Does anyone else get like Glenn Close Fatal Attraction vibes? I'm not even talking Fia, I'm talking Louise.
Well, it's not hard to see why all you people are single.
Real witty.
Shut up, you.
We are here at episode 3. Look at this. We were able to avoid the D&D curse and get everybody back alive. We left episode 2 with a bit of a... Well, there was, as Nathaniel put it, there was some tramp stamps, there was some murdering of, actual people, and then there was some murdering of, one of my characters. We begin with Thane, who is standing over the corpses of Ella Restrain and Father Sops.
Only one of which I have murdered.
Yes,
so
but there are 2 bodies. Sorry. 2 corpses, one of which Thane killed.
Yes, I did. And I just leave them there where they lie, and I walk to catch up with the group. I leave the spear there.
As you head out to around the neck of this kind of passageway, it's that sort of when you're walking in the dark and you feel like there are eyes on you, even though you know there aren't because nobody else in the room or around you. And you feel the caress of very cold, long fingers just along the nape of your neck.
I already hate this.
Thane, my love.
What do you want, oh dearly detested?
It would seem another job well done.
Yeah, well, I was gonna write to you. I would have preferred if we had kept this at a distance.
But then there'd be no fun in it for me.
Yeah, well, that was the idea.
I do appreciate your letters, but something caught my attention. There's something different about you, isn't there, Thane?
Yeah, I got a haircut there 2 weeks ago. Do you like it?
Dashing. But I refer to the fact that I saw you, nay, felt you, converting with a harlot.
Well, converging is a weird way to put it. Didn't have a choice in the matter. Would have killed her if I could have.
You will kill who I tell you to kill.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the deal, isn't it?
You bear the mark of Adana.
I haven't had time to check, but sure, that's probably what that feeling was.
You feel, again, it's that sort of... Her hands aren't wet, but the coldness to them kind of runs through you. And the mark burns. And as quickly as you felt her behind you, you just feel this presence in front of you. And there's just this outline of shadow, and it's just like kind of a shimmering of smoke almost. It's like the world around you is... It's that sort of like, the vapors from, oil or petrol are kind of up in front of you. She's there, but she's not there. You're seeing through her. For the record, the rest of the group who've kind of started leaving the cave, you can hear kind of very muffled echoes of Thane speaking to himself and nothing else. While you bear her mark and you endure her curse, remember, Thane, your heart belongs to me.
Yeah, I know. Anything else?
I'll send word of your next target.
Yeah, well, my P.O. box.
And the shimmering dissipates even before you've had a chance to retort. It's gone. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. You get a +5 for that. That's an 11.
+5.
Oh, no, just 11.
Okay, okie dokie.
Straight up 11.
Roll a d4 as you feel the mark on your back burn, and then it almost feels like your heart and your soul are being tormented. It's psychic damage.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Okay, you take 1 psychic damage from this overly described pain.
It still hurts.
It does hurt. It's just only 1 hurt.
It's like a paper cut.
Paper cut in my soul. Yeah, I just kick the dirt wherever she appeared and just walk out, hands in pockets, and meet up with the rest of them.
As you kind of pass through where she was before she disappeared, again, you feel this cling to you. It's that sort of cobweb, like you walked into something. It doesn't hurt, but it feels weird. It's like, get it off kind of a thing. Not get off,
but,
get it off.
The exact opposite.
Exactly. Well, who knows? There are probably people out there. Let's not kink shame.
No, not yet.
Or ever. The rest of you, again, I don't know. You've only heard kind of the muffled echoes. You give me a perception check if you wish.
Let's see how well everyone perceives me.
21.
Of course it's you.
12.
Okay.
2.
21, 12. 2. My price check on 2? Not good.
No.
So, yeah, Fia, you've made it out kind of perfectly. He's having a conversation with somebody. You don't hear any other voices. You heard exactly everything he said, kind of a slightly muffled, but you make it out word for word. But it makes absolutely no sense.
Okay.
The three of you have now reached the mouth of the cave. There is nobody around. It's still when you'd gone into the forest, it was quite late at night. It is still quite late. It's still the same night that you went in at. There's no sign of the sun rising or anything just yet, but there is not a soul around.
Hey everyone, okay, job done. Sop said that the money was back in the rectory, so I guess we should go back and collect and be finished with this.
Where is he?
He's staying behind that woman. What was her name? The one who died that he kind of loved.
Ella?
Oh yeah, sorry, Ella. No, he wanted to tend to the body and give her, give her a proper send off, which I didn't want to intrude on.
Disgusting.
I mean, look, those religious types. What can you do?
I think it might be a good idea even getting the money as well, because we should have a look around his place while he's not there.
Yeah, he seemed.
See if we have any idea about this. Whatever enchantment has been put on us.
Another enchantment. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Kill you in 10 days?
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
That sounds pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather avoid that, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess I suppose first thing, go get our money and then find someone who has a couple of books or a couple of.
Well, if we're going to his place, he probably has some research on it, considering he was the one who resurrected her.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You begin to make your way back up the incline towards the forest. Somebody give me a survival check to see if you can figure your way out, because it's not like you had a map from Errb to here.
I mean, can I smell the boar still?
Okay,
The toasty boar.
you can see that it's smoldering. It's not on fire anymore. I love how there's a burning boar as a landmark.
Yeah.
You just took a right at the burning boar.
You use what you got.
So fine, you managed, because the where you found the boar was in a kind of a clearing just before the edge of the woods. So yeah, you cross over the edge of the woods. You find the boar clearing. Survival check to see if you can track the rest of the way home without getting lost.
All right.
I got 15.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Thank God someone pays attention.
Yeah. Fia has a mental, one of those photographic memories for really creepy details.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it does. It's awful. Sops had kind of talked to you about it, it's a left here and then a right and then another right and then straight and then you come across a big boulder and on all this malarkey. And weirdly enough, Fia kind of recalls all that in reverse. And yeah, it does. It takes you some time to kind of make your way out of the Montague Forest, but in the distance, you can see the outer buildings of Errb. On the horizon, you can start to see kind of an orange glow beginning to burn as the sun begins to rise on a new day. The first thing you notice is that the mountain of flesh that you left behind seems to have mostly dispersed. There's a few unconscious naked bodies lying kind of scattered around the place.
I was going to make a pun joke, but I'm not going to bother.
What's the pun?
Yeah, what's the pun?
It's no more Mount Everbreast.
That's not a pun.
Nah, it's like a portmanteau.
Yeah, that's...
I tried.
Yeah, I suppose you did.
Yeah. And the important thing is you've learned to never try again.
Not to trying ever get anyone.
You make your way kind of back into Errb, and yeah, what are you guys up to? It's as described each time. Errb is a very, very small little village. There's a small market square which you guys have kind of walked into. It's where what's the nice way of saying orgy?
Just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Let's not
orgy
beat around the
mountain
bush.
was happening. And again, that's where most of those kind of naked, semi-naked bodies are. There's a lot of bottles of ale and
So
goblets
it's the
overturned.
morning after a house party, basically, where
Yeah,
people are like
basically,
half
yeah.
asleep.
It's like your average college house party morning after type
Nice.
thing.
There we-
So you have the Sops parsonage or rectory on your left, and the prancing mule is on your right.
All right, let's go find our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight for his place.
Okay, you're gonna head straight to Sops' place. Nathaniel, give me a perception check.
That would be 13.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You notice nothing out of the ordinary. Life is great. Look at all these naked bodies. That's perfectly normal.
Just a lot of wangs in the wind.
Ew.
And you paid with all the wings of the wind.
Or we're going to get sued by Disney now.
Tell you, the sun isn't the only thing that's rising this morning.
Oh.
And this has been Romancing the Dungeon.
Yeah. we got our required dick joke in, so
We got several dick joy. We're not going to finish that. Several dicks in.
they just write themselves.
You head to Sops's home, and yeah, you left in a hurry. The place wasn't locked up or anything like that, and yeah, you head straight in. What are you guys at?
All right, so we want to find some kind of writings on whatever he did to summon this Hedana being.
So start searching.
Do we
I want
want
to find money.
Yeah, do you
that
want to
too.
split up? Festa and I, we can look for the money, and Nathaniel, Fia, you can look for books.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm down with that, yeah.
Sounds good.
So the four of you are kind of gathered in that original foyer, which is just a kind of a long hallway, and you can see that there are several doors kind of off from it. So I'm assuming it's Fia and Nathaniel on one side and Festa and Thane on the other. Give me an investigation check as a couple. So we're going to assume whoever wants to roll, whoever has the higher investigation, that's fine. Cool. And the other person can roll a d4 and add it to help with the investigation.
Okay.
That would be 12.
And okay, I had a D4,
7.
Damn it.
so I had 3 plus 4.
Yes.
All
So
right.
15.
15.
11.
Okay. Goody. I'm so glad I prepared this much. You done failed. Again, you can decide amongst yourselves who's doing what, but roll one of each couple roll a d4.
3.
Okay. So we're just, because you rolled 3 first, we're going to go higher or lower, Louise?
Lower.
Okay, so we're going to go to 2. Okay. Thane and Tefesta, you have wandered into the kind of small front room in the parsonage. Okay, so it's just kind of a place where if anyone was calling to meet with Father Sops to discuss, ask something in confidence or seek advice or whatever like that, it's kind of it's like a crappy little living room,
Cozy
There's-
confessional
there-
area.
Yeah, it's just there's a few soft furnishings. There's the fireplace that hasn't been lit. You'll notice that one of the things that you do spot as you're kind of looking around is everything is quite dusty. The work that Ella would have been doing, obviously, once possessed, she stopped doing. The place it's not filthy, but it needs some care. You kind of you're looking around, and it's Hephaestus. You approach a cabinet and you see that there's 2 small little doors on it, and you pry it open, and there inside it you see a sort of aged little basket. There's a kind of a thick layer of dust on it, and when you pull the kind of the cloth away, you see that it is filled with essential oils, rose petals, and bath salts. There's a gift tag on it that reads, "To Ella, with the greatest respect, Sops."
So what did you find?
I just hold it out,
Oh, that
and then I burn it in my hands.
Okay.
smells really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, you see, it
No.
has the potential to, but Sops is also quite cheap. So
jeez.
no.
it's like he went down to Schmiel's and spent one gold and 49 copper pieces on it. And yeah, he got one of those kind of novelty gift basket sets that you do from one of those random traveling merchants.
Nice.
So it has names like, Egyptian Rose and Moonlight Sonata Bath and all
Things
that
that
kind of
mean
stuff.
nothing at all.
Yeah.
They mean absolutely nothing, but once you light that candle or you kind of open up that bottle of oil, that smell kind of lingers. It's that sort of like,
now they're all out there.
It's like your nan going down and opening up a fresh bag of potpourri, and it spills everywhere. Yeah,
Like the cheap mineral oil.
Regrets.
smell.
In fact, Fia and Nathaniel, you catch the waft of this. Now it's mixed with heavy smoke as well, but yeah, it's kind of emanating throughout the house now. Everything has kind of got this sort of burnt rose. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool album title, Burnt Rose. Yeah.
Don't take that, Nate.
Copyrighted. Care of the DM. But yeah, it is sort of, it's wafting throughout the house.
Oh, okay, so that's clearly not money. Ugh, I'm just going to keep rifling through
I mean,
stuff.
it's a sentimental gift. It doesn't have to be about the price tag.
No, this is about the price tag.
This is 100% about the money.
Okay.
We are
We
so shallow.
We turn to Nathaniel and Fia. You guys have wandered into a very, very small bedroom. It's sparse in terms of what's there. There's a small double bed. There is a chest of drawers with a water basin on it. While sort of rummaging through this, Nathaniel, you find kind of tucked into a little nightstand a crumpled pamphlet that reads "How to Seduce Your Alpha Wolf Howl."
Yeah, I don't need that. Just
my God.
crumple it up and throw it behind me.
Okay,
Pretty much already an alpha wolf already.
Yep. Okay. You toss it to one side.
Oh, what's that wonderful smell wafting through the house? Do you get that?
Little bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
You're kind of investigating the rest of the room. So you're still in the front room, you're still in the bedroom, and you're looking around. You can give me flip it this time. So whoever rolled the last investigation,
Okay.
you're now rolling instead. So and then the other person can add their D4 to it as a boost.
That's 3.
11.
Don't forget to add your investigation to it.
Huh?
Because that's just a flat 8.
No, my investigation is flat 0.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Never mind.
So how's that working out there? 11?
11.
Okay. It's you're not finding anything at all because you're looking for a book and you're not what? Well, there is a book stand in the room, but you're not really sure what it is. It's not like you're like, oh, How to Raise Hedona, a guide by Father Sops. Coincidentally, that is actually on one of the shelves. It's not, but you're not really sure what you're looking for, but you're still rummaging.
Okay.
Hephaestus and Thane, what are you guys up to?
Just kind of, I think, uselessly searching through this small room for stuff.
He's a slimy little thing. Are there like any paintings on the walls with like safes behind them or something sneaky? Like is he sneaking away money from the
Okay, I'll let
parish?
you roll an investigation check with advantage this time, just because your inner sleuth is kind of appearing.
13.
Okay, and have you added because you're getting you're giving your hand kind of.
Well,
14.
There you go. Okay, this time round it's actually embarrassing what you find, and they're well hidden. Over the fireplace, there is a really kind of like bargain basement painting of Errb or of a village that is nondescript. It's like there's what looks like a farmer, with a scythe or a spade or a pitchfork, and there's possibly some cows or horses or farm animal, nondescript again. And as you kind of pull the frame away from the wall, immediately slips of paper just falls straight down in front of you.
Oh, hello.
You have found a stash of badly written love poems,
Oh, no.
all dedicated to Ella.
Oh,
Man.
can we have an excerpt?
You can. Good thing I wrote one, because this is something you would have asked.
No, I'd say just crumple them up and throw them behind you again. Like I did.
Like that thing that I did prepare.
No, I want to step into the hall reading this loudly for the whole...
Okay, so away you go. You begin.
Ah, shit.
Take us away.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Ella, please love me because I love you.
that's very sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
It's that poor old man. I hope he's okay.
You have found nothing else in the front room.
I mean, we should keep those.
For what?
I don't know, but I think it's funny. I mean, you
You can
could.
do what you want with them. I
Okay.
just want the money.
Okay, I'm gonna keep those for me. And,
Okay.
Just read them at night.
Yeah.
You can
Cry to yourself.
and laugh.
cry.
As you step out into the hall, you can see the other doors wide open in front of you, and you see Fia and Nathaniel kind of rummaging through this bedroom. There are 2 more doors at the end of this hallway. There's one that's already open. That's kind of where Sops had pulled you in, and it was a makeshift. Well, not a make. It was the kitchen / dining room area, and then there is another door closed up on the left hand side.
Well, 2 doors, 2 of us. Which one do you want?
I'll take the closed door.
All right, and I'll go into the opened one.
Okay. You head into the kitchen and you start rummaging around, and you open the door and you find yourself standing in a bathroom. There's a wooden bathtub, a rather large bucket, and a wash basin standing on a narrow kind of chest of drawers. With
You
a
hit the
mirror over it.
jackpot.
Okay. Give me investigation again and again. Nathaniel and Fia, you can give me investigation checks for your spaces as well. Just
On
to
your
see.
turn.
But because you've split up, you're not adding your bonuses to this.
Natural 20.
Oh, goody.
What do I find in the kitchen beside a lot of bread?
Actually, he's done no grocery shopping because he doesn't know how to.
Oh.
17.
Okay. You start kind of coming through the bookcase, and yeah, there's clearly one missing. And what catches your attention, instead of not just a missing book, because there's no book in the room that would fit that space. You do notice though that there are water stains on the wood flooring. So it's like obviously someone has been traipsing back and forth here with wet feet to the bookstand and out of the room.
Where might a man get wet?
I mean, how much money you got?
I can dance
yet.
for you real good.
Wait. I have an idea. I start taking my clothes off.
Oh, Jesus.
I turn around.
And start looking at him.
I start taking my clothes off.
Okay.
And I take a blanket from the bed. And I wrap it around me. And I start following the steps. And I go, I'm a greasy little peanut. I'm a greasy little peanut. I'm a greasy little peanut. And I follow the steps.
They lead out into the hall. It's somehow working.
I'm a
You're
greasy
feeling
little...
somewhat traumatized, Fia, by this.
I'm quite traumatized by this, yeah.
And you can see, well, from what you can make out, that the footsteps are leading you up to the left-hand furthest door towards the bathroom. As you approach, you hear coming down the hall, I'm a greasy little peanut. I'm a greasy little peanut. Heading towards the bathroom. You also, and the rest of you can hear this, you can hear Thing rummaging quite loudly through the kitchen. And you're in luck because you have found in your search a couple of different things, all stashed in like random little places. The kind of places that a housekeeper would think. Okay, so behind loads of jarred, preserved fruit and vegetables, you come across a kind of thick ceramic jug that, when you lift it, is quite heavy, but it doesn't make there's no sloshing, there's no rattling inside it at all. And when you lift the lid, you find that there is actually money that's actually almost been wrapped very, very tightly so that it wouldn't make that noise.
Oh, very good.
And you have come across 75 gold pieces.
Okay, very nice.
As you continue your search throughout the kitchen, you also find, nestled in one of the drawers in the kind of the back storeroom, a herbalism kit.
Oh, very nice.
And you
Perhaps an herbalism kit?
no, it comes from Tezrab. It literally
right, yeah.
says from the Tezrab marketplace.
yeah.
So no.
Copyright.
And
Jeez, learn
you
how to
have
read.
also come across a hastily written. It looks like, and again, having received his letter, you spot it straight away. Yeah. It looks like Sops has prepared a healing word scroll. He obviously didn't get to use it, or it didn't work, because when you pick it up, you feel that the enchantment is still there.
Okay.
So yeah, a scroll of healing word.
Very nice.
Okay, but this is as you're rummaging. Meanwhile, over in the bathroom, in walks Nathaniel. You are naked, except for the towel over your head.
Yeah, the blanket from the bed. So I'm just sort of pretending I'm sort of wearing it like he would be wearing his robe, sort of like you know, when you pretend to be like Mother Teresa or the Virgin Mary.
I don't have that experience.
You know when you do that thing. You know when we all do that thing.
Yeah, of
people
course.
do.
Yeah, totally normal behavior.
And because I'm trying to get into the headspace, and I'm saying, I'm a greasy little peanut. I'm a greasy little peanut.
You turn around and you spy Nathaniel naked, with the exception of this blanket, which he has fashioned into robes. Kind of.
Can I tell you're naked
plodding
yet?
Into
Or like, are they tightly wrapped enough that I
No,
wouldn't
like
be able
I
to-
haven't done a whole thing. I'm really just kind of holding it around
Okay.
me.
How much do these robes leave to the imagination?
How long was his bed? Because I'm quite tall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, he, as I described, he was toad-like, so he was quite short. Like it was a double bed, but if you're quite tall, your feet would have hung over this. So
Yeah. So it's going to
Is it
about
like
it's going
hanging?
to about mid thigh, I'd say.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So one quick turn and it's all going to be revealed.
Fantastic. So I'm going to turn around because who is this creeping up on me?
And you spy Nathaniel, who is sort of trying to embody Father Sops.
Yep.
And he has wandered into the bathroom.
Yes, he has.
And it's just the two of you there, with Nathaniel as a greasy peanut, and you completely horrified.
I sort of look up at her bug-eyed.
What? What are you doing?
I'm a greasy little peanut.
This is not what we're here for. Why are you messing around?
I start rummaging around the bathroom.
Get out of here! I'm doing something.
Give me an investigation check with advantage. Meanwhile, Fia, outside, because your window looks out into the marketplace, you see that a few people are kind of waking up and are kind of heading over towards the prancing mule.
Okay.
14.
Okie dokie. You kind of, you're like, oh, I'm a greasy little peanut. I'm going to go get wet now. And you're like, oh, a foot into the bathtub. And it rocks a little bit, almost like it's the legs that it's on are not sturdy or even. And you get in and you definitely, this thing, the legs that the tub are on are sort of off kilter, that there's something not right with the bathtub.
Ooh. I stand up straight.
Okay.
Let the blanket fall to the floor and say, I've done it!
Oh, God.
Okay, you stand up,
Stop.
blanket falls, that sort of eureka moment, the blanket falls away, and staring in complete and total horror at you is Hephaestus, as you exclaim that you've done it.
So I'm sort of standing in the bath, am
Yeah.
I? And I'm pointing down, going, look, look, look.
No.
Do we hear this?
Stop,
Yeah, he's being quite loud
please.
about it.
Yeah.
Please
When
stop.
I'm finished in the kitchen, I definitely run in because I'm intrigued.
Okay,
I'm just...
Fia?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Right, you all run to the bathroom, having kind of been summoned by the I've done it, look, I've done it.
What did you find? What you? Oh,
Oh, God.
you're. Oh,
Make
you're
it stop.
Very
I
naked.
cover my eyes very quickly and like my face is like going red, which is kind of impossible considering how grey I am.
Okay,
So I jump out of the bath,
okay.
and then I turn to them and I bend over fully,
Right.
and
My eyes are still
I have a go at sort of like picking
Give me a strength check.
14.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's off kilter anyways. You kind of shrug the tub over to one side, and underneath it you can see that there is a tome or a book that has been sort of wedged under the bathtub.
Good God, man! Sheathe your dagger. Put that away.
Why?
Yeah, why?
No, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, I'm all body positivity and everything, but we've had a long one. Put on your knickers. I'm not remarking anything more. Just, if we're all going to be naked, we should all be naked at the same time.
No,
If not,
no, we shouldn't.
if not,
Nobody should be.
I like the way this guy thinks.
This is not the time.
I've only just met like the other 50% of this group.
Look, we'll all go for a bath later. It'll be fine. But right now, we need to look for things. I found our payment, and you found a bath.
The
Oh, there's a book. Oh, okay.
Great, we'll read it when everyone is clothed.
Okay, my eyes are kind of trailing down to the floor and I go over and I just kind of grab the book.
Sort of with one hand kind of over her eyes, she starts to kind of fumble, and you grab the book because you're not looking at him, you're looking at the book, you're looking at the book, eyes on the book. You take it up, you snatch it away, and you are kind of sort of being ushered by the others down to the room to go put your clothes back on.
Okay, I I want to check my clothes to see how urine soaked they are from
Okay.
sops.
Okay.
This is very important.
Give me a urine-soaked check. 1d20.
Okay. That would be a 4.
Okay, it's not. It's like kind of a dribble of pee. It wasn't like you're not... Yeah, it's sort of like he didn't shake afterwards, so it's like just a little bit. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to start kind of like looking through this book, obviously.
Okay, you're
start like quick reading it and stuff, see if I can find
So
anything.
you're still in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, and the rest of you?
I'm just going to find a table and start divvying up the gold pieces.
Coins. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the sitting room, I guess.
And you're going back to the...
With him. I don't want him to split the money alone.
Okay.
I can count.
You're following Thane. So Hephaestus following Thane, Nathaniel's getting dressed, and Fia is looking through the book. Nathaniel, while you are getting dressed and checking the clothes out to see do they stink or not, you're fine. They're grand. You see the same kind of scene that Fia spied as day begins to break and the morning kind of sets in. Everyone is kind of rising, and a few people are kind of rummaging around looking for their clothes, but there is people heading over to the Prancing Mule. It seems to be open. For the briefest of moments, you can't be 100% sure. Just out of the corner of your eye, you caught the glimpse of a figure, of a woman, stepping into the Prancing Mule, and really what drew your gaze wasn't her shapely form or how tall or slender she was. There were blue flowers in her hair.
Oh, I'm putting my pants on, I'm putting my shirt on, I'm getting on my thing. Guys, I'll see you later, okay, bye!
Wait your money. Oh, never mind.
Okay, you're heading straight to the
out the
Prancing
door.
Mule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine with me.
The Hephaestus and Thane, you are in the kitchen divvying up money, and Fia, you are rifling through the book. Give me an intelligence check. With disadvantage?
Oh, no.
Not that you're stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid.
It's just it's a thick
much you
book.
might
It's a
be.
thick book.
8.
Oh, God, she's so stupid. You pull the book open, and a couple of pages fall loose, and then as your eyes kind of start to scan the words on the page, you instantly you don't recognize the language at all. There's not a whole lot going on with it. Give me an investigation check.
12.
Okay. You keep flicking through, and like I said, a few pages kind of fell loose from it,
Yeah.
but about halfway through the book, there's a section where there's a tiny little corner of a leaf of a page that seems to have been bent, and you flick through this, and in it you find a scrap of paper that has been written upon. Meanwhile, Hephaestus and Thane, you are in the kitchen counting up the coin.
1 piece of gold, 2 piece of gold. Okay, so it's basically going to come to about 18 gold per person.
Why? There's only 3 of us.
All right, if Nathaniel comes back, tell you what, if he doesn't ask for it in we'll give it a day, we'll
An
keep
hour.
it. Oh, 2 hours, we'll compromise. And then there's 3 gold left over. We'll use that for lodging and beer. And
Why don't we just stay here?
his bed's very small and it's dusty.
I've slept rougher.
I mean, same, but also the Prancing Mule, I hear it's pretty great.
I feel like he owes us. Surely he won't mind.
No, he probably shouldn't. I mean, we did technically solve his problem. Well,
Permanently.
a voice rings out through the church ominously. God, is that you?
It's your guilt.
I mean, yeah, if you want to sleep for free here, sure, but I think we should treat ourselves to the finest food the Prancing Mule has to offer.
I run into where they're counting money after picking this up.
Hi, we have your money.
Okay, yeah, alright, great. But I'm after finding this. It's an insert that Sops wrote.
Okay.
And it might be relevant.
Go on.
So he wrote, Hedana, old god, spirit, lustful and in love. Who is she? No records. Some crude, must save for later, in parentheses, sketches of her form. Summon her for advice. Shrine, fated location, Swallow's Cave. Warning, she is told by legend to be angry and vengeful.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Those who cross or stomp on love bear her mark. A curse. Thread carefully, Sops, old boy. These sketches are detailed. And that's kind of it.
Slimy little bastard. I'm going to kill him.
We've been cursed.
I mean, have
Cut
we
juice
though?
off his body like motion.
It's like not just twitching a little. I mean, yeah, we've been cursed, but like, what's the
Those
nature?
who cross or stomp on love.
I don't think we did that. I dispute that.
I mean, everyone was having a good time until we came around.
You know what? Yeah, that's true. In our defense, it was a cult. And is there a such thing as a good cult? Maybe. Was this one of them?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. But, you know, we got paid. Like, we don't know what kind of curse this is. I think we should find out what kind of curse this specifically is.
What kind of curses have you run into?
Oh, there's at least 2. Some of them are bad. Most of them are worse. Yeah, I don't think...
Right, so things are probably fine.
Yeah, no, this is probably going to be fine. I think it's going to be great, but
You're
clearly...
trying to convince yourself of that, aren't you?
I think if I start with myself and then work towards you guys, everything will be fine. But, you know...
It's not working.
No.
Nope.
We cut to Nathaniel, who has swooningly made his way over to the Prancing Mule. It is not how you remember it from the night previous.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people around. They're all kind of in mismatched kind of clothes. They're kind of propped up against the tables. The energy that was in this place yesterday is pretty much gone. There's a few people that are a little bit like you can kind of see their heads are down and there's just an aura of embarrassment kind of wafting off of them. Give me a perception check just to see if you can spot this fair maiden.
Again, this is so much like the morning after any kind of party.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've actually just modelled this after my third year graduation. Welcome to D&D, Declan's college years.
That's a 13.
You can't see her. You definitely saw her come into the tavern, but she doesn't seem to be around. There is nobody behind the bar. There's no staff. Ella was the only person that was kind of running the place, and she's not here anymore. A few people have kind of started to help themselves to some of the barrels of mead and ale that are kind of dotted just behind the bar. But as for this woman, you don't spy her at all.
Okay, I think I'm going to go to the bar. I'm going to pour myself 2 glasses of ale, leave one on the bar, and just sort of lean back on, take a sip of my own ale, and just sort of keep an eye.
Okay, give me a
out.
Constitution saving roll.
Ooh,
Ouch.
baby. That's a 5.
Yeah. You just the first sip, it tastes a little sour. It's that sort of like, the morning after a house party, and you get up and you're like, oh, that's a glass of water. And you grab it and you go, and you're like, oh wait, no, that's vodka with cigarettes in it. Because we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Just last night.
Yeah, it's that like, oh, that's really good. It melts away, and there's kind of sweet honey and subtle oaky taste off of this mead, and yeah, it's just, I mean, you haven't slept since yesterday, but who cares? The hangover is gone. Job well done. You're getting paid. You know, you saved some people. You saved this village. There's probably a song in it, and you kind of start to even hum a little bit. And then around the bar, or sort of even kind of up behind the bar, stands this woman.
Hey, hot stuff.
How the turntables.
I can't believe it. My word, it's you. You found me. This is destiny. And the figure kind of pitter patters. It's like these really kind of like baby deer like steps away around the bar, and they lean straight into you, and kind of they take a swig from the other glass that you had poured, and I was like, I can't believe it. You have no idea how much this means to me. This is perfect. You're exactly how I imagined you. You are everything.
It's me, baby. It's me and all my flesh.
And oh my god, I can't. Everything this is fate, Nathaniel. This is fate. This is something that's supposed to have happened. You, me, here in Errb, finally, hearts united. I cannot contain myself anymore.
I love you so much.
Me too.
My, you're short on words, but your eyes
to be
tell
honest,
me more than those can, and I trust you, and I feel you, and I just... And as she's kind of shaking, and she's just a little bit just kind of overexcited, and you begin to take her in, and she's quite a tall woman. Not as tall as you had imagined, but still there's something about her figure. And she's, again, quite sleek, and her skin is porcelain, and her eyes are just this hazel chocolate brown, and her hair is pinned straight up, and through kind of tufts of white and ash and grey, there are a crown of flowers just kind of woven into it, and you just lose yourself in this beauty before you. She's not the Raven Direheart that you imagined, but she's so much more. You see her for what she really is, and she sees you, and you feel this connection just sort of erupting between you. She pushes the drink to your lips again.
Oh, I'll take another sip, please.
Okay. Give me another Constitution saving roll, this time with disadvantage.
Oh.
Trying to burn out that natural 20.
That would be another 4.
Okay. Yeah, you are just... With every sip of this pint in front of you, you just find yourself drawn more and more to her. And it's almost like everything she's saying, they're not just words anymore. These are feelings, and this is real, and this is what human experience is about. This is what all those songs are about to you. And you just... She just throws her arms around you, and she just leans in really, really hard against you, and you feel her skin, her bones pressing against you, and it just feels so right.
Oh, baby, you damn near took my breath away.
Nathaniel, I have something to confess to you.
Anything, please.
The garland of flowers I wear in my hair are not just an accessory. They are part of a rite that, should our fated destiny meet, and what more signs can the universe have given us other than this, here and now? And she clasps your hand and squeezes really tight. I wish to be yours for now and forever. All I have is yours. All my family owns. I will give to you. I will share with you. If you just say yes.
I'm just gonna take another sip of my drink.
Okay.
Triple disadvantage?
Oh man.
Wow, these are very bad rolls.
So it's a 5.
Getting there.
You know what? Now that I think about it, let's do it, baby.
Oh my god, this is it. This is everything. This is how I pictured it, how I pictured you, how I pictured you proposing to me. Of course I will marry you. Of course, Nathaniel. We must, okay. There are things to get ready, and luckily I had some time, and I was able to prepare some of it. And what we don't have, we can just make up for, and it'll just be a small gathering of our closest friends. These people, they'll do fine. We just need some witnesses. And I'm sure one of them can witness the rite. And I love you.
Oh, I love me too. I love you too. I love you too.
She kind of holding your hand, just kind of tugs you away, still holding her drink. It kind of tugs you away and starts to kind of like, come on, like we're getting married, come on. And like she's trying to kind of rouse a few people up to kind of, and those who would also kind of help themselves to the drink are all kind of swept up in this, and they're like, yes, yeah, this is gonna be another great day in Errb. Let the party continue. Yeah. And you all kind of run out, and she's kind of leading you kind of away from the main gates and away from the parsonage, kind of off into not entirely into the woods, but kind of out into the countryside. Some time has passed in the kind of you guys counting out the money and you shotgun wedding this. But we return to the kitchen scenario where you guys are sitting down and you're still kind of debating over how much money to divvy out. Nathaniel hasn't showed up and time has passed, and you had said 1 hour, 2 hours, half a day. Well, the time limit on that has passed. So
25 each.
I feel like we should go look for Nathaniel. You know, he helped us, and
Did he? Well, he did find the book.
He did find the book.
Do we want to remember that?
you guys are, you're sitting around this table. I'm assuming you kind of would have rummaged some food together. All the while, Fia, you've had the book and you've had a chance to kind of scour through it a little bit more. Again, none of you recognize the language in it other than the footnotes that Sops was making, where he learned it. You've no idea. There's no other book that correlates to this in his collection.
Does it look like a foreign language, or does it look like a cipher, like a code?
It looks like a foreign language.
Okay.
Or a cipher. Again,
funny words.
Not being facetious about it. If this is just something cryptic, or if it's another language, but it just doesn't make sense as you look at it.
Cool.
The only other thing you're able to glean from the book, on the inside cover, you spot the stamp of the City of Errb library, and you note that at the bottom of the spine, this book is written by Asmodean, the wisest of the wise.
Promising.
That's a pretty lofty title. I don't know if he could be the wisest, but sure. Clearly he's not that wise, but okay. I guess we should probably ask this guy about magical stuff.
Give me a perception check, the three of you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
13.
12.
That's cocked.
That's what she said.
Okay. That was not much better. That's a 9.
Or he said.
Hey,
Listen,
what?
it's 2019.
anybody can take a dick, okay?
Really, anyway. Or several.
You just gotta believe in yourself. Really.
Yeah.
If I've learned anything from the mountain of flesh,
Mount Breast. What was it? Everbreast?
Pat my own shoulder for that one.
Okay. Hephaestus, sorry, you rolled
13, yeah.
Okay. You just hear very, very quickly 2 sets of heavy footprints cross the threshold into the house, followed by what definitely sounds like animal prints or animal steps.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yes?
somebody else is here, and it doesn't sound like Sops is back.
Okay, I'm gonna be very, very quiet and kind of poke my head out the door and have a look at who's there.
Give me a stealth check.
Fuck yeah. Stealth. Oh, that's 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's you don't even kind of peer. You're just like it's sort of like that cartoon thing where your eyes just kind of happen to peer just over the head of the doorway.
A xylophone plays in the distance.
Yeah, you can see because they've stepped in and their weapons are drawn. There's a half orc with a short crossbow. There's a dwarf woman with a short hammer, and a very, very large fat mastiff. You recognize them straight away.
Oh.
As Sykes, Nana, and Rash.
Okay.
They are mercenaries for hire. They have not spotted you.
Okay.
They're just kind of looking, and again, they split up. Rash goes into the room, the bedroom. Sykes takes the front room, and Nana begins to kind of just head straight down the hallway, kind of coming in your direction.
Okay.
Make sure.
After I recognize and see them, I turn around to Fia and to Festa, and I just kind of bring my finger up to my lips, and I'm like, 2 seconds. 2 seconds there. My relationship with these three, are we kind of like Han Solo and Lando and Empire Strikes Back, or are we like real good buds?
You're not best friends. You might have worked with them. Like I said, you recognize the dwarven woman as Nana. She's short, like a dwarf. Like bright red hair pulled back up in a short little ponytail, wearing well-made armor. again, the hammer looks like it would pack a punch, and you've seen it do that and a lot more. Rash, their bull mastiff, is busy rummaging through Sops' belongings, and while Sykes has disappeared into the front room, you know that he is fairly, at the best of times, kind of a tetchy character. But he is kind of a man of honor as well. But when he's on the job, he's on the job. You just don't know what it is that they're looking to do here right now.
Okay. Before I head out again, I just kind of, with my 22 stealth, I just kind of slink over to Hephaestus and Fia and just go, I'm going to go out and talk to these guys. It's fine. I know them. But if anything bad happens, you just be ready. But nothing bad will happen. It'll be fine.
I'm going to start looking for an exit from this building.
From where you are in the okay, so you're just looking for a back door
or a window or something like that.
Oh yeah, well there's a window. Yeah, there's quite clearly a window. Sops is a man of wealth. He has many a window. This is The Sims. There's a window that leads out into the backyard, which leads out onto kind of a small little farm, and then the edge of the forest as well. So if needs be, you can get out through this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just walking out.
I just walk out into the center of.
You step out. And immediately Anna drops the hammer, and all you hear is, "You!"
Hi, it's me. How's it going, Anna?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I was here first.
Yeah. I'm hearing this start to try to sneak out the window.
Okay. As Fia hears this, she's got one leg out the window, sort of like, zoinks! She lets the hammer kind of slip through her grip, and as the head hits and bangs, and you hear this kind of echo throughout, Sykes steps back out, and as does Rash, who's kind of got the leg of the bed in his jaws, and he's just kind of chewing on it, and they're all just staring at you. We cut back to Nathaniel, who is sort of sloppily, after making his way up this faux aisle in a meadow. It's basically just flattened grass. It is very uneven, but they're around a circular flat stone that Bard from the Prancing Mule the night before with his really, really badly tuned violin is playing. It's actually a funeral march song, but it's the only one he kind of knows, and it's kind of a sad wedding song, but it's the only kind of classical piece he's got in his repertoire. And they're slowly coming up the aisle. You see your bride to be in all her wonderful, wonderful glory. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. So that would be 8.
Everything about her is completely and totally stunning. But for a moment, just where she is in terms of the position of the sun, we're going to do some geometry here. You calculate it. Sine cos tan. Essentially, just for the briefest of moments, the light kind of catches your eye, and she doesn't look like Direheart. She does. It's her. She's in the dress and stuff like that, but just something different. There was just something. You're like, oh, it's the light, the sun, and like your mom said, never look directly at the sun because it warps your vision, and things seem kind of funny when you do. But anyway, it doesn't make a difference because she looks radiant. And you see that on the opposite side of the stone to you, there is a short, fat, dumpy little woman with greasy brown hair, mud-colored eyes, just sort of like half sniveling to herself. And you can see that she's kind of got a mock robe or a piece of fabric kind of just draped over her shoulders to kind of give off the impression of devotion rites. Yes, it is Beatrice, the mud-coloured eyed lady who was destined to meet her meat man. So she's been co-opted into giving Direheart to you. And as the final note is screeched out in that violin, Direheart rounds her steps up and is now facing you. Her veil completely covering her face.
Okay.
Dearly beloved and barely known, it is the greatest of pleasures, all yours, that I welcome each and every single one of yous to the wedding of...
My name's Nate.
And Eugenia. These two, Nate and the one with the fancy name about herself, to the wedding, and they're gonna get married. So I'm gonna take this piece of holy cloth that I found behind the bins, and I'm gonna use it to bind you guys in holy millennium.
Kinky.
Matrimonial marriage. And then you're gonna be married. And that's that. And before all your witnesses, and there's just the whinny of a horse in the distance. In the eyes of the gods that were, are, and will be, but not before the other gods, because that's blasphemous. I now pronounce you Nate and Eugene. And she steps kind of awkwardly and drunkenly around the flat stone. Actually, she crawls under the flat stone and comes up. And using this piece of burlap sack, she takes your hand and she takes Eugenia's. And Eugenia's hand, it looks old. It looks... Is that a liver spot? Is that wrinkles? No, it's pristine. It's if skin were marble, then she'd be Saint Peter. I don't know what that metaphor was. She wraps the burlap around your wrist and then pulls your hand rather aggressively towards Direheart, Eugenia, and then repeats the same thing and then drapes the sackcloth over both your hands. I now, with the power imbued and imbibed in me, declare my two best friends married. Yay! I love you, guys.
I take my free hand and I lift the veil.
And everything goes white.
This was Romancing the Dungeon. I've been and will continue to be Declan, your DM. We're back in 2 weeks with another episode, but if you need more romance in your life and you just can't wait, why not spread the love and leave us a review? You can start following us on Twitter and Instagram at Romancing the Dungeon, or join our group on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/Romance Dungeon. And big shout out to Martin Ryan, the guy behind our awesome theme song. So if you like what you hear, don't forget to find Martin on SoundCloud, Facebook and Spotify.
How do I say on your ass sexily?
Coccyx.
Show me your coccyx.
I mean, that is the part where our tailbones are.
Yeah.
Coccyx.
Your coccyx.
Really
It's
difficult.
going to be hard. Like your coccyx.